And I should be live. Don't know if anybody is here, but I'm here. I just got here. Changed, didn't change shirts, just took the thermal shirt off. Ray told me to let me know before you go live. I said, okay. And I said, I am home and getting set up. So live now. Anyway, went to the football game. Needless to say, the Henrietta did not win. That's the team my grandson plays for. They made a gallant effort, but did not come out ahead. Anyway, I'm going to actually open a window over here. The days are getting closer to the new channel revamp, I guess you could say. I don't really know what you would call it, but nevertheless, this channel will be changing. What does the big networks call that? They revamping? I don't know. In YouTube terms, I think it's called what do they call it? Re something. Regrouping. Anyway, I think there'll be a lot more content on it if y'all like to just watch different kinds of content and maybe get some value out of it that will help earn you more money, maybe in different things other than gig apps. Hello, Jay. How's it going? How cold are y'all up there? It was pretty chilly out at the football game this evening. We're sitting at Ray's still alive. Yeah, but he told me to tell him. He texted me a little bit ago. I was at Walmart, and he told me to let him know. That's fine. We may go over there and invade his live and see what he's got going on over there. It's supposed to be 38 degrees tonight. Let's see. Grandpa's random reviews, Dashing Grandpa. Oh, he's driving. Oh, okay. Well, he said he was like in Kansas. So let's see. Hello, Miss Wendy. Good. Is it Taco Bell? Oh, well, never mind. Never mind then. Although the Mexican pizza is pretty good. Here, well, he's already through the drive-through. Oh, McDonald's. Oh, well, you're not going to get a Mexican pizza at McDonald's. Lots of traffic. I got y'all open over here on this window. I can't turn the speaker on because if I do, I'll get backfeed. I guess I could have put headset on. Can I? Wouldn't that be weird to be on your own live? Oh, well, I don't know if that's going to work because I can hear myself. No, that's not going to work. I'll be so confused. But anyway, yeah. Today is 10:30, so December 1st, 3 months, right? January 1st. I heard you on his stream. Got him on the tablet and you on the phone. You're there? What? You're there too. I see y'all watching traffic. I got a pumpkin and cream pie. You got an apple pie. Sounds tasty. I'm here to Brandon's. Yeah, we y'all are good at this multitasking, but if I didn't have to hear, but oh well, if you've got like on a tablet and on a phone, that I'm glad you ain't driving. I just seen a copper drive by. Apple pie looks tasty or sounds tasty. I don't know what it looks like besides cardboard box, but anyway. Oh yeah, yep, yep. Looks really good. Do they still put the little warning labels on them that the insides may be hot? Mm. I haven't had a McDonald's apple pie. That's probably one of the best things they have. I think about two devices, one stream on one and the other. Yeah, that'd be good. Uh, Mc, McCafe pie, is that what that said? Of course. Huh. I don't know if I've ever had one of those. That's looks interesting. I'm gonna have to watch some stuff on OBS. I'm on StreamYard now because it's such a pain to switch. But once I start the new channel, I'm going to have to switch because a lot of things I'm going to be using uh, both monitors because there might be some hands-on things. So I'll have to learn that. But I want to learn how to uh, invite people onto the live. StreamYard is simple, but I don't know about OBS. And Tim had gave me a couple of names to watch on learning how to do that, but I haven't watched them yet. Oh, that's the cream pie. Looks like it's cream pie and strawberry or cream pie and something. Yeah, I actually had my thermals on to go to the football game. That's why it was like a couple of minutes after 9 before I got going here or get started getting set up. I like the strawberry ones. Hmm. I haven't ate at McDonald's. I almost went the other day because I was having a craving for pancakes. And used to, I don't know if how they are now, but used to McDonald's pancakes, their breakfast was really good. The pancakes and sausage, but I didn't. I'm going to end my live now. Well, it's up to you. If you want to go live, I mean, if you want to stay live, I'll just talk to myself for a few minutes and then I'll get busy. I have to edit at least one video tonight to put on to come out at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning on random reviews. And I've started another video on batteries for my camera, and I haven't finished it, but I'm gonna have to finish something else tomorrow. I'm behind on my work. I guess you ended that. Oh, yeah, you ended it. I saw a little circle now. It says gig work rodeo roundtables. Oh, Steve's still going live too. Oh, he's got Gary on there tonight. But anyway, should DoorDash dashers have an option to dash now anytime for everyone? I'm going to say yes. Oh, 88% of the people said yes, 12% said no. I see both sides of that though, really, if you stop and think about it. Because if you do have where it's available to dash anytime, then that's going to limit the numbers. of orders for other drivers. But on the flip side of that, mm, you're supposed to be independent. So that means you work when you want to be paid, basically. So I see both sides of it. I may have to go back and uh, watch his live stream later. Okay, I'm gonna X out. Oh, I didn't. I shouldn't have X'd out that window. Oh well. I was just your warm up show. Well, I appreciate it. Probably gonna be the other way around. Let's see, new window. M- Melissa and I get Melissa anyway. Hi, howdy. We'll just go with Melissa. Hi, Melissa. Unless your name's Bob or Joe or Chuck or something like that. Anyway, hope you're doing well. Uh, it's Mel. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yep. What you and Lisa have different channel names. Well, Ray does too. Well, technically, I guess I do too. I could be Dirty Shoes Adventures, takes on my road trippers, Dashing Grandpa, Grandpa's Random Reviews. That takes on my road trippers channel though. It's got a lot of good stuff if you like travel blogs and seeing different things. Like it's pretty cool. And Dirty Shoes Adventures is cool if you're into fishing and camping and things like that. And of course, Dashing Grandpa, he's just all mixed up. He's going left and right at the same time. And then Grandpa's Random Reviews, he just opens boxes. I have several channels. YouTube dies this. YouTube dies this to me. Oh, does this to me? Gotcha. I only have one. Huh. Yeah. Uh, Tonight should have been the last night of the football season for my grandson. He's got one more game, but it's in a town that's quite a ways from here. Yeah, I got what you were saying, Mills. The pumpkin was okay, but not as good as the apple pie. One side of the pumpkin and the other side cream pie. Oh, it was pumpkin that was mixed in with the cream. Mm. I guess that's different. Can't go wrong with apple pie though. Good old apple pie. And I used to my favorite was pecan pie. But after my surgery and all that, and radiation and all that, it changes up your taste buds. I still like pecan pie, but it's not as good as it used to be. Kind of like Reese's peanut butter cups used to be my favorite candy, and now just it's all right, but I'm not a big fan. Pumpkin should have been both sides and cream in the middle. I tell you what, as far as like cream filled, those big old powdered donuts, it's got that Boston, uh, what do you call it? Bavarian cream. Bavarian cream. That's good. There's one donut shop in Wichita Falls, and I can't remember which one it is. When you order it, they're empty, and when you order it, they fill it up. They just put it in a little spigot, and I always tell them, I said, "Hit it again." We had double shot of Bavarian cream, which is about 1,000 million calories more, but it's good. If you only have one every once in a while, you like the yellow Bavarian. Is I didn't know there was anything other. Yeah, so exactly, exactly. I got mobility scooters. If I get so filled up with Bavarian cream donuts that I can't walk, I can ride. Jelly-filled donuts too. I haven't had a jelly-filled one in a long time, but I like those powdered ones. The only bad thing about the powdered ones, unless you're at home or you eat them there somewhere where you can wash your hands, if you're driving down the road, you're gonna wind up with powder all over the front of your shirt and on in your hands. That's all good. I'm not big on chocolate. A lot of people, but a lot of people think I'm crazy anyway because I'm not big on gravy. I'm Texas, and they say, "What kind of Southerner are you? You don't like gravy?" No, I really don't. Cinnamon donuts good. Just the best donuts is just them good old fashioned donuts. Kind what was it? Was it Krispy Kreme that labeled it old fashioned donuts? Those was really good. But I just don't get donuts very often. And when I went to the donut store here, I wound up getting like an apple fritter and then uh, Bavarian cream filled. And the apple fritter wound up drying out because I also got a big old sausage biscuit because they have all that other food in there too. Like the burritos and the sausage biscuits and the uh, pigs in a blanket and all that stuff. You look at all that and you look at that. Oh, don't wear a black shirt when eating powdered sugar donuts. Well, I wear. I have gotten better about wearing brighter colored clothes because I do more on camera now. But most all my shirts are either a gray or black. But I've tried to do better and get into more colors because it really does look better on camera. So that's what I'm ready to say. He uses bit. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, I was like, hey, pork chop. I didn't see that. So, howdy, pork chop. How are you? Hope y'all are not freezing down there. It was, let's see, I talked to mom. It was 50. The car showed 56. Where'd her text go? Hi, I'm here. Oh, okay. What did I say the temperature? Yeah, 56. Yeah. Yeah, we was watching the football game, and I knew about halftime. The game started at 5:30. He played on the JV game tonight. They'll play varsity tomorrow night. But I said about halftime it's gonna get cold, and it was. And mom said when the sun starts setting, and it was like walking into a cooler. It just you can just start feeling that cold. I mean, cutting fabric to make grandkids rag quilts. Oh, that's cool. I wouldn't always try to wear a color that matched the item I was reviewing. But see, you're a woman and you think more about that color coordination. You want me to show you how color coordinated I am? Check this out. Uh-oh. Wait. The camera is still on. Is the audio still on? Settings, audio. Yeah, the audio seems to be on. I don't know why the camera froze. I went to get up. Anyway, I got on like some blue sweatpants and then the black flannel shirt. I wonder, oh, my camera just turned off. Did I unplug it? No. Let's see. I wonder. Settings, camera. I'm not standard. Are we the back? Hotspot tiny to your light streaming camera. Yeah, that should be it. Yeah, I don't know what happened. It's what I get for trying to. I grabbed my headphones a while ago and I put them on, and then the cord got wrapped around the arm of this chair and under the wheel of the chair. And when I scooted the chair, it pulled this and it pulled that, and the wires went everywhere. Oh, what a mess. Yay, we see ya. Yeah. Anyway, my color coordination on clothes is not very good. So I got a red rose on. How's that look? Actually, it's still hanging on the microphone. So roses that my granddaughter brought over here one day when her mom came over. I told her, I said, they may stay on there forever. You never know. Because I told her, I said, your mama gave me, it was a little pink heart. I said, when she was about my youngest granddaughter's age, and I stuck it on my scanner, radio scanner, and it's still there. And that's been there for 30 years. Or no. How? Let's see. 3, 03, 13, 23. Yeah, 30 years. Wow. My daughter's getting old. I'm not. She is. Anyway, yeah. So, my coordination, if it's clean and it fits, oh, yeah, it'll do. There you go. Oh, I needed to wash shirts. I'm glad you said that. I put my pants and socks and undies and all that in the washer last night, and I was gonna, and I put them in the dryer, and I went to lay down, and I was gonna put my shirts in the washer, but I always take the shirts out to hang them up. So I thought, well, I'll wait till tomorrow, which was today, to put them in the washer. That ways I can take them straight out. And I forgot about it till you just talking about clean. Made me remember. I don't think, well, even if it got to 32, water lines are not going to freeze. It's only supposed to get to 35 or 38. Oh, we was talking about doing that grill Sunday. 72. Monday would be better. 81 Monday. Yeah, I don't know about Sunday. Sunday 72. May do that grill Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. I don't know. Depends on what happens Sunday. I just know I've got to get some videos done. To actually, according to ChatGPT, I just needed to go up to November 1st. So, oh, Mom says, okay. The grill is at her house. They wanted a nice looking backyard. To do the grill, I don't have to do assembly or anything, but just to show cooking on it and things like that. And my backyard is about 3/4 dirt. Well, it's about 1/3 dirt, 1/3 concrete, and 1/3 weeds. Of course, I did mow the dirt and knock the weeds down. So it's the neighbor behind me, their fence is half of it's wood, half of it's chain link, and half the wood is missing, and but it keeps their dog in their yard. So I guess whatever. But anyway, mom, out of the 3 backyards I have access to, mom's is the best looking backyard. So that is where that video will take place. The video that she did, or she was part of, the shelf that we put in her garage, I don't know how it works, to be honest with you, but advertisers, either Amazon or the company that the brand of the cabinet paid for ad placements. So they're paying for ads, therefore it's popping up in front of a much broader audience. But it's got a lot of views. Hey, Steve, how's it going? I jumped over. I saw your live stream, and it kind of made me think. I like that question. Is it better about being able to dash anytime or whatever? And I was going to go back and watch it because I kind of wanted to see what other people said, because I'm kind of mixed on that. Number one, we're supposed to be independent contractors, which means technically you can work anytime you want to. Of course, your bills, you're the one that decides whether to pay your bills or not. But you know what I'm saying? And if you have to schedule, that's like a real, no, I'm not going to say a real job, like a regular W-2 job. So I get both sides of it. But if on the flip side, those people that do DoorDash and stuff all the time, they're out there hustling. So if everybody can just dash anytime, that limits the number of orders. So I get it. Start at 45 minutes into tonight's live. That is where that discussion begins on this topic. Yeah, I'm kind of curious as what people said, because I see both sides of it. You should be able to dash anytime, but on the flip side of that, it knocks a lot of dashers out of orders, because if anybody can dash it, that's anytime. That kind of blew it. And that's kind of what happened to Grubhub here. When I first signed up with Grubhub, actually, I think Grubhub was the first one I started doing. It was really good, but they limited the number of drivers in each market. So independent contractors cannot be given preferential treatment and be defined as independent contractors. Yeah. It's a mess. And I think the more you get into it, the more of a mess you realize it is. If you just turn on the apps, do your thing, and turn them off when you're done, you don't think about it. But when you start looking at the back end of it, and how everything really affects you. It gets deep, and it is a messed up deal. I dash all the time, but I earned that because I'm completing the goals. Yeah. And see, that's another thing. Technically, you shouldn't even have no goals as an independent contractor. The goals that you have should be your own personal goals, not the goals set by a company. But I get it and I understand it. So I say I understand both sides of it. Dash Nap for Everyone all the time begins next Thursday, November 6th. Really, there's going to be a lot of these full timers that are not going to like that because they're kind of like males. They put in the time and the effort, to get to where they're at. And now everybody's going to be able to do the same thing. It's like working in the company for 20 years and then they hire somebody off the street that makes the same amount of money because they started when the wages was low. They get their annual cost of living raises and merit raises and whatever, but that doesn't equal to the pay 20 years ago versus the pay now, which I've been one of those that got put in the job and made the same amount as somebody that was there about 12 years. I was out at the state hospital and I was working for the state of Texas. It's not really fair, but for me, it was a good thing. But by the time before I left, it was the other way around. That people were coming in at higher, making more than I was making. So anyway, that is why I didn't give a crap about the platinum status anymore. I wanted platinum to dash now, that is. Is it? Yeah. Don't even get me started on the wages. I left my W-2 because if that being one of the reasons, yeah, it sucks. You put in 10 plus years, Joe Blow comes off the street, makes the same as you, and sometimes more because of where you started at and your merit raises and if you get cost of living raises, don't equal, you know. It takes you 10 years to get a $5 rate. You start at $10, takes you 5 years to get to $15, and then somebody comes in at $14 an hour. So they're making $1 less, and you put in all that time. It's not fair, but that's the way it is. And I've been on both ends of it. It's kind of like, really, and here's another good example of that. Emily works for Blue Cross and Blue Shield insurance, the insurance company. I have that, what Obamacare, what do they call that? Whatever it's called. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't pay anything. She works for Blue Cross and Blue Shield and she has to pay. And my insurance is actually better insurance than her insurance. And that's jacked up. When you have somebody don't even pay for it and you work for the company, that's messed up. It's good for me, but when she starts talking about stuff, I really try not to even say anything because I hate to add wood to the fire. I explained that different way. I explained the different wins associated with Dash now for all tonight on the roundtable. Well, probably everybody here may have watched it, but if y'all haven't, I'm interested to know. I'm going to go watch it, even though I don't do any gig work. And that was something else I was talking about the other day, Steve, is this channel. I'm going to revamp this channel. What do you call it? Rebrand it. That's the word I was trying to look for earlier. This channel's getting rebranded, but technically, even what I'm doing, I'm still an independent contractor because you're working for yourself, but it's through like Amazon. May not be I'm not delivering physical goods. I'm delivering digital goods. So I mean, I'm still an independent contractor. It's just not gig apps like the channel was originally set up to do. That's why I'm rebranding it January 1st. And I hope I can come up with some stuff. I've got 3 or 4 one videos already made, and I've got 3 or 4 ideas for other videos. But after that, I'm going to be kind of having to do a little research and a little learning, and rename the channel during a rebrand. Call it Grandpa Hustles. That actually came up on ChatGPT, and I had thought about it, but I do have a different name. But it will still include Grandpa because I want to keep. I was going to go with something different, and Emily told me, she said, "You're known as Grandpa. That's who you are." I said, yeah, that's true. And ChatGPT basically said the same thing, that you've already created an audience and a name. Because I was kind of wanting to use my real name or something, but ChatGPT said that it would be better to leave Grandpa in it and maybe later on transition the name after everybody kind of gets to know you. But Grandpa talks trash. Oh, truth. Yeah. Yeah, it's what people learn you by and know you by. And I had thought about just letting this channel go, but Ray and Pork Chop and a couple of other people said, no, just keep this one. And ChatGPT said, you've already got the monetization. You've already got the subscribers, the watch hours and all that. Don't just throw it away. And it said, I'm not going to delete any videos, but I'll be slowly probably putting them into a playlist of old. I wish you could set it up like a file system on the computer. You could put Grandpa, Dash and Grandpa, and then the end date, and put all those playlists in that one folder or one playlist. But you can't really do it like that. But that's my filing system. That's how I go. I've got one hard drive that's just random reviews, and then another hard drive that's Dirty Shoes Adventures and Dash and Grandpa. Anyway, it's still somewhat going to be. Basically, it's still going to be helping people learn to make money. Different ways and some things that might help you, but it's more going to be on the creator level, the content creator level. Brandon, I should send you and Hannibal an email, and he could tell you what he did to transition from gig work to Mayor Hunter, and his channel has blown up. Oh, cool. I haven't been on his channel in a while. I've spent some hours throwing things at ChatGPT and coming back with answers, and basically using them for a coach, and looking at stats and other channels and things like that. And hopefully it will work out. We're going to find out. He gets 15,000 plus. He gets 15,000 plus in lies. and gets 300K average views on vid. Wow, he did blow up, didn't he? I feel good if I get 25 or 30 views on a video. But that's the whole thing about a lot of the, like Nick Nemeth, Brian G. Johnson, all those people that teach you how to use YouTube and what they teach is good and it's right. But when you start doing like, depending on your niche, if you start doing like reviews on random multiple products, it's a different ball game because what works that for a specific niche does not work for multiple reviews or multiple product reviews. Totally 180 on his channel too. Cool. I am gonna. I I've got it saved. Well, I mean, I'm subscribed, so I'm gonna go check it out. I haven't. I really haven't watched. I watched some of yours, uh, Ray's occasionally, and I haven't watched Pedro. And I don't know. Every once in a while, if he's live, I'll click on there for a few minutes. But I've got so many other things going that I don't really have the time. But kind of caught up now, and I'm not. Definitely, I can't stop doing reviews. But like I've been saying, by January 1st, I want to be able to have a little more time. Uh, and that's what I'm shooting for. That's the revamp is going to be January 1st. It's going to be the first live stream for that next chapter. That is the plan anyway, but we all know how life can happen and things don't always go as planned, but that is the plan at the moment. And we'll great channel, 127,000 subscribers. Wow. He did blow up. I got in StreamYard, I can't open it, but I can over here. Dashing Grandpa, he's live. Looking on that link. Actually, I get what? Oh, I'm logged in on Grandpa's Random Reviews. I'm gonna say I know I'm subscribed to him. Dashing Grandpa. Holy smokes! I know if y'all have ever, uh, let's see, let's see, share screen, window. There we go. If y'all have ever paid any attention to this right here, I don't know if that's part of vidIQ, but this right here is not always correct. I can vouch for that, but man, it's still fairly close. He's knocking it out of the park. I am happy for him. Come a long way from doing, what was the one, the dog walking. Remember, I forgot what app that was called. Rover. Rover. Come a long ways from there. Where did gained views gained, 120. He blew right on past Pedro, didn't he? Live interview with Jadida Brown and well, he's got some. So he's went kind of like in the political niche. That's what it looks like. Yeah, yeah, he is making bank on his channel. I'm hoping I don't I don't expect nothing that big, but it would be nice. It'd be nice if I could just get this channel back what because it was making about 400, 450 a month, which I know is not much, but when you add that on top of the other channel, on top of Amazon, it that adds up. Um, from full-time gig work to full-time Amazon and YouTube. Uh, Hannibal was on the round table 2 years, and he and I did Beyond I remember that. He changed the content, he went crazy, exposed his dirty marriage around the country. We got I don't know about our mayor, but I know our city council is me and my mom, we went to my grandson's football game earlier, and we was discussing something like that. Uh, we passed one of the new schools that they built here. They built 2 new schools and closed 2. And all the voters, in which it was up for vote whether to build the schools or not, all the voters voted against it. It got shot down. The schools still got built because, oh, somebody overlooked the voters' counts. And it's too late now. It's already in contract and started. Mhm. I almost guarantee that somebody's cousin was the one that was the contractors. I worked for the city long enough. I know how it worked. When you your code enforcement to inspect the building, it depends on whose cousin this building that building, whether it passes or not, or how easily it passes. Yeah, animals definitely knock it out of the park. That is for sure. I'm happy for him, I really am. He's a good guy. He deserves it. See my wrong button. Share screen. This is what mine's showing. It's what I was saying. You can't really go by this, but because that's not correct. And if his incorrectness is the same as my incorrectness, he's doing very, very well. His dream well, he put in the time. It's really just like the gig apps. If you wanna put in the time and really hustle, you can make good money. If you really wanna put in the time on a YouTube channel and really make a solid effort at it, it's gonna eat up your life basically, but it will eventually work out. 150,000 this year, yeah. That's good. Of course, where he lives, I guess well, just for a YouTube channel, that's really good because if he's got any kind of brand deals or anything else going on, he's got money coming in from that. He could capitalize on that kind of traffic big time, get into the marketing. But yeah, anyway, that is great. I'm glad you shared that. That is cool. I really am happy for him. See there, Ray, pork chop. We got chances to make big money like Hannibal and Steve here. Hannibal's wife is assistant to New York City controller, which is huge too. Oh, really? I didn't know what his wife did. You know, had no idea. That's great. You know, in a future video, I might talk to him because it's nice to see how what can transpire when you put in the time and the work. Yeah, he made time for little old people like us, or me anyhow. It'll be a while. It'll be sometime next year, middle of the year, so I've got to get on OBS, and I really like OBS better than StreamYard. Number 1, because it's free, and number 2, it seems like you have a little more control over your windows and stuff, but what I don't know is how to invite guests and stuff. Tim had gave me, a name to go watch and learn how to do that. I just haven't had time to do it yet. You should invite him to do a live with him to talk about rebranding his channel, especially since you're I really I I don't really wanna do too much of this channel at all until January 1st, because that's kind of another kind of a test, if you will, and it kind of falls in line with, people do New Year's resolutions and, times because I've almost as a matter of fact, about the only thing I've done on here is I changed the on homepage, changed the banner, but it's not even the banner that I'm gonna be using, it just says changes coming soon. Oh, I meant because he'll give you ideas while going through rebranding. Yeah, that's a thought. I mean, ChatGPT can help you a lot, but talking to somebody that's done it could be a little different. They firsthand experience and not just data gathering and what works for them, it's what in the real world. So, yeah. I don't yeah, no. You I mean, you just looked it up. His channel never made much. His channel is bank yeah. Well, he got into a niche that is, apparently really good. Mm, that's what kills me on 'cause I know there's one channel, I'm not gonna name the channel's name, but they have 100 and 169,000 subscribers, and they showed their analytics, and looking at their views, they're in the last 28 days, mine was just a little bit under theirs on my grandpa's random reviews. I don't have the subscriber count, but I've got the view count. I mean, having all the subscribers is cool because that makes brands notice you. Because some of them just look at subscriber count, they don't the view count, but I don't know. But it's tough when you don't have a specific niche, but it'll all work out. I'm excited about this new chapter. I'm not gonna say a new book because it's still me, just a different chapter. Subscribers are a strange metric because you may have gotten 80% during the pandemic, and now it's only 15% from last year. Yeah, I when you look at your revenue, sometimes your revenue drops even though your subscriber count is going up, because once you get monetized, a lot of it is your views, but it also triggers the algorithm on, uh, how many people return viewers. That is New viewers is great, but the return viewers bumps it up, and return viewers most of the time is subscribers, so it bounces around. And like I said, it's a strange the whole thing is strange how it works. As small as my channels are, I glance at the analytics, but they don't really make a whole lot of difference because you're gonna do what you're gonna do regardless. I mean, you can look at your CTR and things like that, but the older channel, yeah, yeah, your CTR. And the older channel views are all that matters, and impressions, click-through rate, yeah, that matters. Absolutely. But, I get these Reddit pop-ups come up on my phone, and 'cause I'm looking at one, YouTube subscribers or something. Basically, it's the sub for subs and all that, which will kill your channel. It will kill your metrics, but I do understand that if you're sitting at, what is it, 50 subscribers to be able to go live, and you're sitting at 47, I get it, or 500 and you're at 480 or 490, I get it completely. And then when you're sitting around 8 or 900 people, you only need a little bit more to be monetized as long as you got the watch time. But, when you're starting a channel from 0, that sub for sub, so you get a even if you got 1,000 subscribers and nobody watched your videos, then it actually backfires on you because it triggers the algorithm to think that nobody's interested in what you're putting out, so they're not gonna push it out. So that's how that kills that. But I do get it when you're real close to a milestone. I get temptation, and I understand it. Yep. I'm off to bed, bro. Good night, everyone, and super early morning for me. All right. Well, thanks for dropping by for a few minutes. Oh, wow, it's 10:05. I got to edit a couple of videos tonight. So, anyway, Steve, appreciate you coming by. And yeah, I'm gonna check out Hannibal. I may shoot him an email. Kind of depends on how things go, but I'm not in a real big hurry. I've got a couple of months yet. So anyway, it'll be this is gonna be fun. Fun for me anyway. Might be boring for a lot of my regular people that come hang out because they might not be interested. We'll see. Good night. That was really cool about Hannibal. So there is hope for us. I think everybody got quiet. Everybody fall asleep. Hello, is anyone out there? Major Tom? Is anyone out there? We're all watching. Okay. we're all watching and waiting for you to fall out of the chair and pull wires loose again. Oh, I really don't know what shut the mic off over there. That kind of that was weird. Yeah, 10:06. Oh boy, it's getting colder in here too. I'm gonna have to. I got my heater sitting right there. I don't think. And the cool thing is, this is how lazy I am. I got a remote for this thing. Oh, it's not even on. Water's getting colder in here. Yeah, get some get some fire going on up in here. I actually turned my little space heater on in the bathroom, and it was kicking on and off all night. It was 63 degrees in there yesterday, and now it's about 73. That I can live with. 63 is a little too cold for me. I'm awake, but I may pass out soon. I'm fixing to get off here and for sure get the one video I did. I really need to do another video. uh, the bad somebody asked me about the camera batteries and how they compared to the OEM camera batteries, and I really can't compare it because my OEM is 3 years old, maybe older than that, and you know it's got some wear and tear on it, so I don't you really can't. It would've been nice to be able to have an OEM battery and a third party battery to see which one lasted longer, but when you turn your camera off and on and off and on and off and on, it's hard to say, "Yes, it lasted 2.5 hours or 45 minutes," or whatever, but, well, I figure I'm gonna use I may check the voltage on it, see how many volts is in it, use it for 30 minutes, and then see how many volts it dropped. Well, that was a loud motorcycle, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. It comes it came with a pretty neat house here. Looks I have another case like this, but this one is a card reader and a power bank. So, one thing that's concerning me right now is that 51%, and it's been plugged in for a good, almost 6 hours. It should have been charged. Oh, I know why it's not charging, because it's actually plugged into a data USB-C. A data USB-C will charge, but really slow on these, strips or hubs. I need to switch that out. Yeah, I'll have to do that when I get off here. But I think I will get off here and, edit one video and either finish up the battery video, or I do have a box in there that I have no idea what's in it, and I do have the USB thing that plugs into your phone, the thumb drive, basically. That came in, and that would be a short, easy video. Let me knock that one out. That way I got but planning here. Uh, camera case for in the morning. If I do that USB thing, that's more than that. That covers the 31st. And if I can get the batteries done, that'll cover to the 1st. Then I may switch back to one video a day. We'll see. But anyway, I gotta do something or I'm not gonna have any videos. So, if everybody or anybody besides Alice, I'm cutting. Oh yeah, use cutting fabric. And Jason and Ray. Anyway, whoever's here, thank y'all for being here. Um, y'all help me come up with a little something that we can, something, a little something that I can say on the, well, y'all not going to know, uh, get the new channel. But the Dashing, Dancing, Prancing is not really going to fit too well anymore. But Miss Wendy, you are up late tonight. You're usually going to bed about an hour ago, or at least going in the house. But I guess y'all are out on the road. Got to keep that man in line, huh? Yeah. I appreciate y'all coming by. Oh, by the way, I'm sorry about bailing real quick last night, but if anybody was curious, I'll go ahead and tell you. Uh, and Emily had called me. They had to rush her mother to the hospital. As it turns out, she's fine. She does have like an infection in her stomach, but they didn't know for sure what was wrong at first. That's why I had to get off quickly to find out what was up. Anyway, that's why I had to just end it quick. Yeah, it's life, you know. Sometimes we can't just lollygag around. My grandmother used to, we'd go out to my grandparents and we'd get in the car to drive off. And my mama, she would walk beside the car, talking and Eddie B's and all. And finally, you just have to drive off. And sometimes I think I get a little bit of that from my grandmother. She she'll talk to you all the way out the gate. Uh, anyway, I'll quit dragging on the good night thing and actually get out of here. Yeah, yeah. She's back home now, so I think they got her some medication and everything. Anyway, she was my dad's nurse when he had cancer. So she being Emily's mom. Yeah. She's got a special place in all of our hearts mm, for the sake of being my dad's nurse back then and situation now. Anyway, I'm out, y'all. Y'all have a good one, and I should see y'all next Wednesday night. Yeah, should be here. So I'm gonna click on that. Click right there. So anyway, just for the sake of it, y'all keep dashing. Oh, keep dashing, dancing, prancing, or whatever it is you want to do. Just keep doing something because you're going to grow old if you don't. And mainly, keep smiling. Makes other people smile. It's contagious. So that's the big thing. Be nice to one another and keep smiling. Make them guess what you're smiling about. Y'all have a good night and thanks for being here. Bye, y'all.